Hello everyone, welcome to a new tutorial on how to use AFK Rewards Premium version 2.3.0. This version includes AFK regions, playtime and one-time rewards. In this video I'm going to show how to use all of them. First, we are going to start with the regions. So before doing anything, what you should do after you buy the plugin is put the license key here. Instead of none, if you join my Discord, you will be able to get a license key that will look something like this. Keep in mind that if you put none, the commands will not work. Anyway, so now what we're going to do is create a region. Make sure after you put the license to restart the server, otherwise it won't work. What I suggest doing when creating regions, changing regions, deleting regions, reloading regions, anything related in game, like creating items, checking the player lists, or anything that basically can do with commands, you should do them with the GUI because it's more stable, since the commands at the moment aren't that stable and you might hit a bottleneck. Anyway, so first we're going to create a region. You type /tafk, then go inside this, create, and let's type the name test. Now, as you will be able to see here, inside the regions folder, you will see that test.iml has been created. Here we have synchronized on false, default sync time, permissions, region, and commands, a lot of commands. Now, I'm going to go more in depth on how to use everything. Let's start first with synchronized. So, what does the synchronized boolean do? If you make it true, instead of every player having to wait, for example, an amount of time, there will be a global timer set on that region. Let me show you. But before you can use this, like the timer itself, the region, you will have to set the positions. So after you select the positions using the one that you can get from here, you type again /tafk, click on the quill and book, then click on test.iml. Then if we reload this, you will see that the positions have been saved. Now you might see that when you go inside this region, you will see 56 seconds, okay? And if you re-enter, the timer will reset. Now, if we make the synchronization true of the region, let me show you really quick. TFK, reload, save, test.iml. You'll be able to see that there is a global timer. Like 16 minutes and whatever, because here I put 1000 seconds. But if you were to leave this and re-enter, you will see that the timer has not been reset because it goes on a global timer. Anyway, back to the important part. Let me make this false really quick. Oh, and before, you might be wondering what's the difference between safe and force. So basically the safe won't reset anyone's timer if, for example, someone is in it. Like, let me show you really quick. So if you do a safe reload, the timer will still go on until it's gone. And if you re-enter, then it will be updated. However, if you use the force like this, you will see that everyone's timer has been reset. It's pretty useful when you want to do small changes in the region. Anyway, let me show you now how to use the permissions and how exactly the timings feature works, the random commands and the probabilities, and the denied and the timeout. Okay, let's start first with the commands that basically are, yes, the timings feature. So what it does, for example, if you were to put here 30 seconds, so as you can see, the player has to wait at least 1200 seconds until to get the last reward. But the timings feature makes it possible to dynamically change the time with the current permission the player has in order to get the rewards. So for example, if we put OP to 30 seconds, it will do some things that will receive all these rewards in 30 seconds. Let me show you really quick after I reload. the region like this. And as you can see, we'll have to wait 30 seconds, and you might see like at the 20-second timestamp or 18 we'll get the first reward. Here we have waited 400 seconds, but since we have the OP permission, we only waited 10 seconds and 8 more seconds. And as you can see, we received all the rewards and the time has been resetted. Now you might be wondering how you can use these permissions. So the players must have the permissions in order to use this. So basically, at least in my case, it will be rgafk.test.default. If the players have this permission, then they will be able to stay inside the region for at least 1200 seconds. If the players don't have any permission, then they won't be able to get inside the region nor receive any rewards. The same for OP. If you want the players, or at least, or some, for example, donors, if you want them to wait 30 seconds, you can just do rgafk.test.op. So if the players have this permission and this one too, it will take the one with the lowest time. Okay. So basically that's how it works. And now random commands. To enable this feature, you will have to go to config.iml, then enable use random feature. Let me go back here. And basically what this does is it gives a 50-50 chance between all of these three to give, for example, random rewards, and this basically shows how many times the the commands to be executed have been shuffled. So for example, if we were to put one time, let me really quick change this to 5 seconds. AFK like this. Oh wait, I also forgot to reload the config. It doesn't matter if you reload the config with safe or force, is the same. And as you can see, we only once got shown the message this is test 2 random 2, but if we were to put times 2, it will execute 2 random commands instead of just one. Times, okay, let me reload quick this, force, okay, and boom, this is test 3, this is test 3. Keep in mind that it's not always the same. This I was just lucky, so don't worry. Oh, I'm just saying, I'm just lucky. Okay, so as you can see, this is test 1, this is test 2, the same. I mean, almost the same. Okay, now back to probability commands. Here, it doesn't have to sum up to 100%. You can even put, for example, let's take this second probability. Let's name it fourth. By the way, the first name doesn't matter, so you can put whatever you want. For example, like this. Then I will put here 99% chance of this happening. OMG, I am lucky. Now, you also have to enable the feature here in config, but I think I've already enabled this. Yep, here. Okay, so now I will have to reload again. Test.ml, and let's wait again 5 seconds. And now we should get, I should get the, wait, it wasn't enabled. 1 second, config. Okay, so you may stumble upon problems like this, but don't worry, I hope it's not because of the name. Let me, oh, never mind, actually the second probability was, oh, okay, let me just, so it worked, but it didn't give the one with 99% chance. Now if we were to test again, first probably with 50% chance, second probability, and so on. Uh, However, if you would like to, for example, give, let's put here 1%, 1%. Oops, here you should put 1%, 1%. Okay. Now, if we were to reload the config and wait again 5 minutes, I should be able to get the 99% chance. And yep, I got it. Oh my OMG, I am lucky. So that's all with this. Now let me explain really quick the config. So use commands, okay? Default reward time. What I suggest you do is just put it to like 99,000k. It will be removed in the next update. It doesn't have a use anymore. Enable XP bar basically shows the timer in an XP bar. Keep XP and XP usage in a region. So keep XP means when a player leaves or re-enters or dies or anything that could be used to keep the XP as a timer will not be kept because it will be removed as soon as the player leaves. XP usage, basically, for example, if you use the plugin Slime Fun, if you activate this, then the players won't be able to spend their XP on Slime Fun items. Action bar is the thing you just see. So here, this thing, 1 second, this. Action bar is the thing below this. Boss bar, let me also show you the boss bar. Title screen, actually, no, the action bar was the one. Title screen is the timer on the screen. Okay, so the boss bar, what will show us is basically when someone enters the region, it will create a boss bar up here. Oh, I forgot to reload the config itself. 1 second. Okay, now it says I don't know. But for example, if you wanted to show the players the timer, what you would have to do is go down here. Where is it? Here. Then put in this timer. Now if we reload it again, you must wait for 2 seconds. One common misuse of the timer, from what I've seen, is if you put it like this, it will show the path to it. So we do not want that, so make sure you put between those. Oh, never mind. Sometimes if you just put it like this, it won't work, so make sure you just put it between this. Anyway, so when you have a problem, if you enable dev mode, you will basically get a lot of debug prints. This is useful. I do not suggest you use this though, because it will spam your console. Okay, now let me show you an extra feature, which is the debug. Okay, let me reload the config really quick. Now, whenever you select a region, you can actually use extra helpers. But I think oh my bad. You will have to restart your server or just the plugin itself in order to use it. Use the command pool size. Basically, when the commands are executed, it will use your current server threads in order to execute them faster. The command execution pool, how many threads it should use per commands executed, and how often the players are checked. That is basically, that is basically, what is it called? What was it called? Never mind. My bad. It was basically the how often players are checked is the timer. I suggest to leave it on 1 because now it's really optimized. Okay, so the debug is basically an extra feature helper that shows you what regions to select. For example, you can select this, or just this whole thing. It's really easy to use it. I recommend it a lot if you want to see what regions you're trying to select. For example, if I wanted to select all this, or just here, or this. You get the point. Anyway, now this is all the stuff you need to know if you want to use the the regions. Now, let me show you how to use the AFK pass. This might be a little tricky since it has been a new feature and I still have to polish it even more. So you will be able to see that inside the folder called tires, you have claimed reward icon, empty reward icon, invalid reward icon, tire 1 and tire 2. So if you type /tfk, actually fk pass, this will open up fk pass page 1, page 2. It's an invalid tire because I don't have POC and POC. So this one you can choose if you would like to take either the player's playtime or the time the player has spent total in the AFK region. Now, the rewards amount is basically how many rewards you want to have in total. I just put 5, and you can see I have 5 tires, but if you forget, for example, or a tire gives an error, it will show invalid tire. In my case, it shows invalid tire because I haven't created the tire 3, 4 and 5. Now, since the FK pass might be a little bit unstable, you will have to restart the server in order to make changes to the FK pass .iml itself. So I'm going to use plugman for a faster reload of the plugin. And if we type again FK pass, you'll see that we now have many more pages because we put the number of rewards to 12. Now the distance, what that means is, you see these empty things between all the tires, that's basically it. So if I put 6 and then I type again, it will dynamically change for everything. So POC, like this. But to be honest, I suggest to leave it on 3 because at least in my opinion it looks the best. Okay, now let me show you how to create a tire. So as you can see, we have tire 1, tire 2. You must follow this name. So for example, if you want to create tire 3, wait, can't I? Let me create one. File, tire 3. You must create it like this. Let me copy this really quick. And now create one. Tire 3.iml. With an underscore, it must be. This is exactly based. The template must be tire number, but you must have the tire and an underscore, otherwise it won't collect the tire. Okay, here we have functionality, the type, the time required. For example, let's put 100 seconds. Display tire, okay. Commands to be executed, tire 3. Test 3, for example, time required, your time, player time. Okay. Now if we save this, okay, and we reload the plugin, you will be able to see that when you click on these tires, tire 2 and tire 3. Now I put it so that we must have waited at least 100 seconds, which is 1 minute and 40 seconds, in order to collect the tire 3. And if I click on it, you have claimed tire 3. And I can also create all these. If you try to click on an invalid one, nothing will happen. Basically, these icons mean what item they will show. This is the claimed icon, the empty icon, and this is the invalid icon. Okay, now let me show you how you can put, for example, a custom item. So let's use for a test a minecart, okay? So when it's empty, I want it to show a minecart. Let me grab one really quick, like this and this. So when it's empty, I want it to show a minecart with chest, and when I collect it, I just want to see a minecart. So what can you do? You can type /tfk, then click on item, create custom item. I put the custom item here, It might take a bit, so don't worry. Minecart with chest. Now we can go then here inside the items.yml. I can copy this, or actually just this is needed. I go inside empty and then I put this. Make sure it's everything's symmetrical so it works. Now let me delete really quick the user data inside this. Tires claimed. Actually I will just delete it. And it should have, yeah. Okay. I go back on tires and okay. Now if I type slash fk pass. Oh, oops. My bad, I put in the wrong one. We'll leave it like that. So minecart with chest. I hope it's like that. If you want to check what do you have in your hand, you can click on this, and then if we go to console, let me see. No, it's just minecart. Okay. .dfk tires. Where is it? Black less pain. I hope it's like that. Oh, it's like this. Okay, minecart chest. Then put like this. Now then we go to tire 1. Minecart chest. I do a reload. Now I go inside the FK pass, and something's wrong. I think minecart chest. Wait. What was it? 1 second. So if I type /tfk check. Oh, chest minecart. Okay. Now I go here. Tires. Where is it? Chest minecart, not minecart chest. Chest minecart. Okay, now I reload this. And click and type fk pass. We'll see this. And if I click on it, I want to show a minecart. Keep in mind that this shows because I just forgot. I removed something by mistake, but don't worry. Chest minecart. Now I just want to show minecart when I collect something. So now here if I type boom, and then again. Okay, so that's it with the FK pass. Now let me show you how the playtime works. So this one is more interesting because when you type /t playtime, you'll get a new GUI. Here you can put whatever you want. What is playtime? Some small description of what basically playtime is. This is the player's playtime, and this is the dynamic playtime shop. When you click on it, you can create basically whatever you want. If you don't have anything, you can't do anything like this. And this is the player's playtime and time spent. Now let me show you all the commands. Playtime add, bank, check, claim, reload, remove. So basically t playtime add is an admin command. So for example, if I would like to add the player 10 playtime points without checking their time, I just do this and now I have 10 playtime points. Also, if a player wants to collect his playtime points for how much time they have spent on the server, they can just do /t playtime claim, and as you can see I have claimed 43 playtime points because I've spent over 1 day and 20 hours. Okay. The player can also check their playtime points. You don't have to do it through a placeholder like I did. You can just do /playtime bank. Now, playtime remove is again an admin command, just like the add one, but quite the opposite. So if I do remove 10, oops, should have been here 10. Now I only have 43 points. T playtime, okay. T playtime reload is basically you just reload at tplaytime.yml, and the shop is a faster way to open the shop directly. So let me show you the .ml. So what you can do here, you can basically change the player's head position. Basically this is only related to the GUI and messages itself. This is the time format on how you want to show the time basically. So when you type /t playtime t-playtime check, you have played for 1 day, 19 hours, 52 seconds. That's the format. Currency icon P, so it shows like this. And the time ratio, basically, at least in my case, I put 1 hour equals 1 playtime point. So that's why I collected 43 playtime points when I did that. Now let me show you how the dynamic shop works. So if you were to type shop, as you can see, I have enough playtime points so I can buy this. You have purchased the golden block, and this you have purchased again the golden block, but that's because the descriptions are the same. But what I mean by dynamic is you can put how many of these you want, like this. So basically a lot. But what I mean is that if you put, for example, 50 of these, it will automatically create pages. So if I were to type /t playtime reload t-playtime shop, boom. That's basically the toasted playtime thing. It's quite easy to use. It also have toasted shop GUI plus compatibility, and that's it. Now to the final part, one-time rewards. So oops, let me go back here. As you can see here, I have another folder called rewards. Rewards database, rewards.ml, one-time rewards. So let me explain really quick what all of this means. We'll start with rewards.ml. This is basically the global messages that will get executed when a reward happens. Because at the moment, the only feature that rewards feature has is the one-time rewards, but I will add more soon. The rewards database, what it does basically, it keeps track of what the players have collected, like the rewards, and if they have collected it with premium or not. Now let me show you how one-time rewards work. You can do with these celebratory events. So basically, if your server celebrates 1 year, you can do a one-time reward like this. You can also set the start date and end date. This is related to GUI, show premium true, slots, items, boom, boom, boom. Okay, now let me show you what I did. You will also have this. So if I do /t rewards open one-time rewards, so here basically you specify the rewards. Also don't mind this is nothing. One-time rewards welcome, and now as you can see, I have the free reward. Free reward, you will get $10. This is a free reward. Start date, end date. Okay, now if I collect this, and for example the player has this permission that you set here, t rewards at premium, and show premium is set on true. When the player collects this like this, boom, they will see this. Now even if the player closes the GUI and opens it later, they will see this. And if they collect it, that's it. Boom. Okay. Now let me show you how this works. So for example, let's say the date has expired. What you can do, t rewards reload, oops, reload one time rewards. Okay, and we open again, the offer has expired. But if we were to create an entire new one, like welcome to, and we put it like this, and then we reload again, oops, like this, and then I type again welcome, the offer has expired. But if I type welcome to, boom, another one opens, free reward, premium, and I've collected this too. So that's it. Basically you can do a lot of things with the one-time rewards. It's quite easy to use, and I suggest use this. So I hope that you've all understood now how this whole plugin works. If you have any questions, as I said, if you put that in the boss bar, if you have any questions, make sure to put them in the comment section. The plugin will be in the description. Keep in mind that, as far as I know, on the market, this is the most advanced AFK rewards related plugin that also includes other type of rewards. And that's kind of it. Also, if you have any questions or you want support or you want to get the license key, join my Discord. That's also in the description. Okay, everyone. See you. Bye.